Welcome to the Grab a Coffee podcast. I'm Alice.
And I'm Francesca.
Catch up weekly with a coffee where we chat about life running small businesses, juggling motherhood,
And tangents ranging from holiday embarrassment to female hormones and everything in between.
Hi.
Faff, don't we?
Yeah, how are you?
We're faffers. I'm good.
Faffy
I'm
faff.
good.
I feel naked. Got shorts on.
You feel really cool.
I think because my upper half is...
Yeah,
like,
there's something not quite right here. What's going on with the bare legs?
Because I wanted to go and sit outside and get some colour on my milk balls. It's going to rain for the next week though, isn't it?
I'll be in Belgium.
Oh yeah! How exciting! The
That's
kids...
why I've just had my nails done.
Oh, they look really nice. They're really nice. I love
I know
that
it's Belgium,
colour.
not Greece, but it is quite Greek.
Very Grecian. Very Grecian. They're really nice though.
Thank you. My toes match that one.
Nice. Oh, you had mani-pedi.
Oh, well, it's a holiday.
The works.
It's a holiday.
Love that.
Yeah.
Are the kids excited?
They are actually. Yes, it's very exciting. Been interesting to have a training day on Friday. So
Oh, wow. Oh, those are the days,
it'll
aren't
be
they?
nice to just
Never bloody in school, are they?
pack everything up. You sound like a right old
I
kid.
know.
Pack everything up and be ready. And then on Saturday morning, we're going to go quite early so that we're not just sitting in loads of traffic. You know, just try and do as much. We only got to get down to Dover. It's only a 2-hour crossing and then 50 minutes to where we're staying. From Calais.
4.5 hours?
So it's going to be fine. We'll be
How far from Calais?
51 minutes.
Oh, perfect.
I know.
How lovely. What time's you crossing?
Ferry's booked for 1835.
This year?
2025.
2025.
If you want to know why we're saying that, you'll have to look back on the pods. Maybe episode 2 or 3.
It was
We did
very
a
early
holiday
on,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, we did a holiday one, and I told everybody the story about my
It was a
ferry.
disaster.
I have Plymouth PTSD.
Never going back there.
Well,
you
I
are.
am. I bloody
yeah, you are. Oh,
yeah, I'm
apologies
off
for
back
my
there. So yeah, I've been busy and thinking and being a mom and doing everything, and not like doing everything. I mean, just like normal life. And
No, I think doing everything's probably correct description, because then, I mean, I don't know what Mark's like, but Liam will just basically wake up the day we're leaving and say, "Have you got my passport?" And then off we go. He'll pack the night before or morning of, depending on what time we got set off.
I think,
and I'll have got myself ready, LED ready. Could be like, have I got a bag? Have you got a bag I can use for this? Have you got a bag I can use? So we've actually only got one suitcase, which is my holiday suitcase. So whenever we go anywhere, we either use
suitcase.
one, or we have to borrow another one off one of our parents. But I've decided this year, because I only booked one suitcase, I'm going to buy, I need to buy a new just a little bit bigger, because our current one, my suitcase only fit, I say only, I can't get 20 kilos in it. It gets about 17, 18, doesn't quite fit, physically fit 20 kilos in. And I feel like when you fly with Ryanair, you want like every
I paid for that
gram. Yeah.
Go to the place at Junction 32. I don't know if it's got a proper name. The suitcase place there. We got 5. We got one each, exactly the same. For when we went to Spain in 2023. Oh,
yeah, we'll do actually, because I need to get some sandals for Elodie from Clark's, so we'll have a little trip.
Oh, definitely do the outlet.
She'll pick a nice.
Don't spend £70 on a pair of sandals.
Oh no, I never do.
No.
Outlet or Vinted.
So while I'm busy being a mum, I did the school run yesterday, obviously, because it was a Monday, and we were really pushing it for time. Really pushing it. It
doesn't sound like you. What is mum life if you're not pushing it for time?
They ate a piece of toast on the way to school.
Nice.
So at least they ate. God,
yeah.
What do you want?
Yeah.
They were in their uniform.
Yeah.
One of them had a pee bag on the correct day instead of a different day that I decided.
Gosh, in life.
Now we were really pushing it. Once the bell goes, you've got 10 minutes to get in and out before they lock the gates, and they lock them like a minute to. You get 9 minutes.
Like when the doors on a train close 2 minutes before
departure.
Yeah,
like, hang on. It's 8:44, not 8:45. So I said, right, we're going to drive. When I know that's really bad because I don't get out of second gear, because I just turn out, go up, turn right, and then park up. But that gets us across the road, you see, it can take 5 minutes across the road.
Okay.
So then we're at the top of the road where school is. Walk them into school, do the hugs, do the negotiations, do the further NATO negotiations, and then I can finally leave. One of the gates was shut, so I walked around a different way. They all lead out the same way, but I went a different way. Saw a mum that I know and have known for years. You know, when you always smile at someone, but you never really have full conversation. And we walked out at the same time. So, how are you? How are you? Her son's year above Daisy, but in a different high school. I'm just chatting generally about school. There's lots of different ways that I can walk home as well. And I can approach my house from a completely different angle as well, but it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. So I thought, she seems to be walking this way, I can walk that way. So I walked that way, having a chat. That was really lovely. See you later. Bye. Got home. I usually have about half an hour. Did some rabbit jobs. Got my work stuff sorted. Didn't eat, which would have been a good idea. It wasn't deliberate. And because we'd been out the day before, one of my work bags was in the shed. So I picked up my big work bag. It's bigger than me. I can get in it. So I picked that up. Picked up my other really heavy bag because I carry stuff I don't need as well.
So you're all ready to go for massage.
Went out the back of my house.
Oh
the
my
car
God.
wasn't there. It was still at school.
Oh my God.
Drove to school and walked home. So I then had to walk with my big heavy bag to school. That's how close it is. That's how lazy I was being. We were going to be late. Walked all the way.
How far is the walk? 10 minutes?
No, 10 minutes at their pace. It's there and back on my watch, 1,100 steps.
Oh my God.
Nothing.
I feel like it's you're out for driving school.
Could have jumped there. Be fine. So
yeah, just
I did
throw
that.
them over the...
So I would like to know your school run mishaps, disasters, funny stories.
Or anything like car related.
Mum things that you do. Like I've been thinking about this last few days. I just know.
Or just ditzy in general. I don't even know if you need to be a mum to try and share a ditzy story like that. That's funny.
I would like to know school run stories.
Oh my God. That is funny.
Please. There you go.
Or if you've left your car somewhere.
Oh, my dad's done that, but that's just down to booze.
Oh, okay. It's a bit more of a serious topic,
Someone's
isn't it?
nicked the Porsche! The Porsche has gone!
Oh,
Just in a different car park.
Wow. That's a very different type of story, isn't it?
That was really funny. My mum made him pay to change the locks on the house because he's like lost everything.
Oh, because I thought someone got in taking the key.
Gutted because he'd just got a Porsche after not having one for years and years and years, and then it was just in a different car park.
Oh my God, that is a first world problem, isn't it?
Yeah, I've lost the Porsche.
I've lost
not the
darling. Darling, hey, what's wrong with the phone? Darling, where's the Porsche? Have you seen the Porsche? I can see the Land Rover, but I can't find the Porsche.
The Bentley's still on the drive, darling. Where's the Porsche?
Who would choose a Porsche over the Bentley?
Oh my God. BMW, actually.
Oh my God. It's run around.
It's got a personal plate. It reads vegan.
Is he a vegan?
He was for a few years.
Wow. Well, he was really into it because he got
yeah, totally. He's
he could probably sell that for quite a lot of money.
The reg, yeah.
The personal reg, yeah.
Definitely. No.
And he's not a vegan anymore. That's quite funny.
No, because he likes salmon.
Oh, is he a pescatarian or is he just fully on eating meat?
No, I just went to Lanzarote and ate duck. We'll have to do a whole pod on my dad. He's quite the character.
Yeah, I know. I always get snippet. You give little snippets and I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah, anything that I do that he's got a criticism on, I was like, I came from you. Look what I've got to deal with.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
So I want to know school run mishaps. Alice just wants to know any mishaps, but I
want
not
any
to know,
car. Like,
car,
I want to know if you've left your car somewhere.
Left your keys somewhere.
But school run or if you've left your car somewhere and just forgotten. I'm trying to think if I have done that. It feels like something I would do.
Come out to the supermarket and forget where I've parked and then remember within 3 seconds of walking, but never walked
like,
all the way
home.
And then had to walk back.
No, I don't think I've done that. I don't think I've done that. Oh dear.
This time yet.
We had a bit of a weird drama this morning.
Or was it only this morning that this happened?
Yeah. I I was
I'm glad I wasn't
sitting.
here.
I was just sitting in here, tapping away on my computer. And I could hear this noise. In fact, sent Liam a voice note. Let me get it.
With the noise in the background.
With the noise. And I was like, I think there's...
Is it definitely gone?
Yeah.
Of all things to have in the house, that's my worst nightmare.
Well, no, there's worse. I think there's worse.
No, give me a snake any day.
Okay, I wonder if that came from the mic. There's a bird in the utility room. And see, I think worse than a bird is a mouse or a rat, personally.
A mouse or a rat any day.
No. Oh, God, no. I'd have been literally out.
Keep it as a pet.
So Liam wanted to basically keep this bird as a pet. So I opened the window I don't even know how it got in. I've not had any of these downstairs, because it's quite cold down here, because we're like underground. I've not had any of the windows or doors open. None on this. It is. I feel like it's cool, compared to like the rest of the house. It gets hotter the further up you get. Our bedroom's like a sauna. Anyway, we're not going to a full physics lesson about why it's hot in the loft. Yeah, I don't know how this bird's got in at all. Like, it can't even come through the kitchen window because there's a door. So I just opened the utility room window, and it was just sat on the windowsill, just tweeting away.
How'd you go then?
And I was like, off you pop, yeah. Off you pop. And I came back in here and I could still hear it tweeting away. And then Liam came down and was like, oh, it came through the other door, not through my office, and was like, oh, I could just hear him going, hello, my little darling. Oh, it's okay. I've got you. I was like,
6'2" rugby player.
The bird, it's tiny. It's like probably the size of my palm.
Oh, like a wren or something.
It was, I googled it. I can't remember what it was called now, but it had it was like greyish. It's quite a pretty bird. It was all yellow belly.
Oh, and little chaffinchy type thing.
Yeah, but I don't think it was the chaffinch. It was really small. And yeah, it was yellow. Yeah, mostly yellow.
Still keep your distance.
Yeah, I was like, I don't really want this in my utility room, thank you very much. And then Liam shouts, open the door. So I opened the back door.
He threw it out.
And I was like, oh, is it going to fly past my head? And then it comes through with his hands like this.
Oh!
And I was like, oh my God, you're carrying it? And he was like, yeah. And then he came, I've got a video of him. He was crouching down near the floor outside. And he was stroking it.
Oh,
and it wouldn't. It was just sitting. I know, and it was just sitting on the floor with it in his hand, going, "It's okay." And then he was like, "I'll look after you," and I was like, "What?" He bird whispered. I'm like Dr. Dolittle.
There'll be 5 of them sitting on the windowsill.
It's gonna be like Bird Lady of Mary Poppins. Feed the birds, tuppence a bag. Anyway, so there he was, stroking his little bird. And then he was like,
parallel universe.
It's not flying away. I know, God, so much excitement for a Tuesday morning. It's not flying away. And I was like, probably really startled. And then he put it down. And then it was like, maybe it's really hurt. And then it did fly kind of across us, but it didn't go up. Yeah, I was like, you need to go up, babe, up. So then I was like, maybe it's thirsty. It's quite dry out, isn't it? I don't know how long it's been stuck here. So
that's why there's a lipped plate on the floor.
Yeah,
outside
that's why
door.
They tripped over Elodie's plate that's full of water. So I brought some water out, and then Liam's like, "Hey, little birdie!" Oh my God, it was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. And then he was like, "We need to get a box. We need to look after it. We need to get a box." So we went a little shoebox out of the utility room. And then, my God, these are just to give then he puts leaves in the box. Makes it look bad. All this happened in the span of about 4 minutes. It sounds like a really long,
the afternoon.
It was probably a 4-minute, period of time that passed in this whole event. He puts the bird in the box. He was like, "It's okay," and off she flies. And he went, "Oh."
It was probably a boy if it had bright colours. Did he name it?
No. He was just calling it little birdie.
Really cute.
I've got a little video of him stroking it. I might post it on social media when this gets released, but how funny. I was like, and I went from being really oh God, there's a bird to, oh, it's quite cute actually. because I think if it'd been like a pigeon, I'd have obviously died.
No chance.
Yeah, like I did it because it was like it was so small. It was almost like, it was like a newborn chick, like it was like the size of a chick, like it was small and it was kind of fluffy, so it was quite cute. It like as birds go, but not a fan of anything like that. Anything that's a bit like I don't know.
For me, it's if they're dead. And I know that's really weird because they can't fly.
No,
I don't. If they're dead,
I don't like anything. If I'm walking down the path and there's if a chick's like fallen out of a tree or a dead mouse, anything that's laid on the path dead, I'm like, whoa!
Oh, we found a dead rat at the weekend and
oh fuck, I can't do rodents. I cannot.
Put them on its body.
I can't do rodents.
And then she's walking around with this bunch of flowers in case she saw another one.
Oh no, Daisy. Sorry, that's horrendous. I can't do rodents. Snakes, spiders, fine. I've struggled with just like a hamster. You know, I used to have hamsters as kids, and I don't know why my mum let us get hamsters. She's worse with rodents than I am. I remember when I lived in London, when you're at the underground, if you're there like really late, and there's rats on the track when it's quiet. Oh god, I remember the first time I saw it, I nearly died. I was like,
take anything to Cherwell Woods, and you know the little hide bit where you can see all the bird tables. I've seen a rat in there the size of a cat.
Oh, I don't need to. No, I don't know. I don't need to do that.
It was amazing. Huge it was.
Have I told you the story about the mouse in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Yeah. I won't tell it again. The listeners don't need to hear that twice. With chili.
Well, I remember hearing it, but you might... Yeah, I think you told me when we were in your kitchen. No, I don't think we've told it on the...
Oh, okay. So, is it podcast worthy? I don't know. No, it's probably... Is it podcast worthy?
I can't remember it.
Okay.
I just know I'll try and keep it brief. In the bed or something.
So, went down to the kitchen the other day. No, we get mice quite a lot in winter from the fields. Noticed some droppings around the edge of the kitchen. I was like, oh, bloody hell. Open the door. I'm like, kind of got Elodie behind me because I'm thinking, I don't know where this thing, is it still here, whatever it is. And then I did a sharp gasp, tried to distract Elodie. She's like, what, mummy? What? And there was a dead mouse, like, on Chili's blanket. But she'd not savaged it or anything. I think what had happened was she chased it round because the poo was going like the perimeter of the kitchen. So I think she chased it and it basically had a heart attack and died on a bed.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh.
She wanted to play.
Yeah. And then it obviously
the mouse couldn't cope with that level of adrenaline.
Like it was like a tiny little field mouse. And then you've got a puppy chasing you. Yeah, like that is kind of scary. And then Elodie was like asking me about it, like, what do you mean it's died? And I was like, its body stopped working. Okay. Can I have some porridge now? Yeah. Let me just get your dad downstairs because I'm about to have a heart attack here. But yeah, sure, I'll make you porridge. I can't with rodents. So yeah, there we go.
We like rabbits.
That's what happens when you live in countryside.
Yeah. Yeah, you've chosen the house next to the fields.
I know. Yeah, it's our fault. We've moved to their house, basically.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Chop down.
They're probably trying to get rid of us.
Family tree.
They're trying to get rid of us. Who are these guys who've moved in? Anyway, anything else eventful you want to talk about?
So we want to know.
No, go on, you go first.
Yeah. All I was going to do was just summarise a little bit. Go on.
Yeah, you summarise. Say what you're going to say.
We want to know school run mishaps, car mishaps, rodent or bird in house or
animals in house.
Unwanted visitors mishaps.
Unwanted visitors.
Right, crack on.
We had our first troll, didn't we?
I was so excited.
Instagram,
I was like,
the
we've made it.
I know.
It's official.
I've even had a troll on my coaching page.
Had somebody, I posted an advert on a page for a town and somebody was like, you qualified for that.
What?
And I just chose to ignore. No. I just thought
I'd just do it unqualified and advertise it because that's really sensible.
Yeah, get
Jesus
sued.
Christ.
But my customers were jumping on it, correcting stuff and saying, you know, like when you get super fans and you're like, thanks. So I left it on there for him to get insulted, and then I blocked him. Mark had one ages ago.
How do you troll a window cleaner?
Well, it's because at the time we had a BMW.
Right.
Now, this particular BMW, monthly payments were actually less than the Ford Focus that we'd seen. So actually, just because
irrelevant.
So we wanted, that was the family car. That was the big family car, and he could at the time could get his equipment in it. He couldn't now. And somebody went on our local town's page and said, just seen high spec, top of the range, I don't think it quite was, BMW, and it said a window cleaner on the side, jog on doing my windows. And
So a window cleaner's not allowed to earn a decent wage?
Well, even that, it's still a vehicle that we needed to pay for. The Ford was more.
Why are they mad that window cleaners are earning a decent living, though? That's so bitter.
Yeah, it is. So the post ended up getting taken down because anybody that saw it that day, people we didn't even know, were just ripping the piss out of this guy.
God. And it's quite good advertising for Mark.
Yeah. A new post was put up with sarcasm all over it. You can just imagine the memes, can't you? And all the stuff.
Yeah.
And then it just went on and on and on and on and on of people slating him. We're like, actually, what was your intention? Did you want for him to lose his customers and for me at home with our 7-month-old baby to not be able to pay our bills? Because there's a BMW.
I don't understand
the
why
van
you're not
that he
allowed...
drives now is so much more and worth so much more than that
but
BMW.
It's like he's allowed a van because he's
it's
a tradie. Like
but they don't realise that they actually cost quite a lot of money.
Vans are well expensive,
and the equipment that he's got in it. I mean, obviously he's doing quality work and has got enough work. It's great, but why was it the BMW was such a shock to everyone?
Also, is it because there's a misconception that a window cleaner should just be walking around with a rag in her pocket and a pair of a set of ladders? That's it.
And some ladders and a
bucket.
Dog.
Yeah.
He
doesn't just clean residential either, does he?
No, exactly. No, he needs.
So he has contractual
all the stuff
work
for going up all huge buildings and
people
work signs and stuff. And
imagine being that miserable that you're so bitter that someone else is actually making a decent living.
Mm.
So I went through. It's like just to demonstrate different mindsets. I would see it and be like, I'm so glad that. Well, if I see someone doing well, I genuinely think I'm so glad that self-employed person's doing well.
Yeah,
it's bloody hard.
Yeah,
it's really hard being self-employed, and
it really is.
And something like window cleaning, any service, if people are falling on hard times, people are gonna. It's something that people will stop doing, isn't it? If they're looking at making cutbacks, we'll stop eating out. Yeah. We'll stop going to the cinema. Do we need clean windows? Well, actually, you probably do need clean windows because.
Oh, Daisy's ringing me.
Do you want to pause? Should we pause it?
She can ring Mark.
Okay. So the troll that we had.
So excited, and you would make it.
It was just.
It was our clip, and we'd mentioned breastfeeding. So I think a very, very important topic.
It was the clip about you not eating enough food, and I said I'm going to have words with you after this.
Oh, you were telling me off.
You and your one egg, yeah.
Oh, was it that one?
It was the words. Right, okay. We're going to have words, that one. And Austin Schmidtkens, who is from America, if I click on his profile, somewhere in America.
2 images on his...
Hudson. Thank you, Hudson Wrestling. He has 2 posts from March. Oh, one from March 24 and one from this March. He posts once a year about wrestling.
And pokes his nose into our podcast.
Yeah. And he commented saying, they let anyone have podcasts at this point. Or, they let anyone have podcasts at this point. So we went back and forth, didn't we, on WhatsApp, and lots of things that I wanted to say that I held back from saying.
I was celebrating because if you get hate, you've made it.
Yeah, and you were like, just ignore him. And I was like, no. That's not on brand for me. So instead of saying what I wanted to say, which was basically, shut the fuck up, Austin, go get a life, you stupid troll.
Oh yeah, because there's a big office with a big box full of
Spotify.
who will let you do things.
The Spotify, did you know we have to apply? So I put, yes, I went for the sickly sweet option.
Did you? I didn't even see
you've not read it? Yeah, but yes, isn't it great? Are you thinking of starting a podcast too? We'd be happy to give you tips on how we got started. Just drop us a DM if you need any advice. Smiley emoji, huggy emoji. No response.
When did you do
that? 2 days ago. Sunday, yeah. I slept on it first. I slept on it, and then I thought, you know what? Instead of fueling his hate with more hate, I'm just going to go down the sickly sweet, kind soul route. I think it probably was more impactful if he read it. Probably
no, because he's not going to log on until next March. You'll see it in a year.
Such a bad cough. Oh God. So yeah, I did feel like, wow, it was so unexpected. Such a like they let anyone have a podcast at this point. I just would love to know like what he thought the process was to get a podcast.
Yeah, probably the whole idea that he thinks that you need permission to do things, but what I
probably
think
thinks that has to be like celebrities or.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely fantastic that the platforms exist for, on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, podcasting, where anybody is allowed to just chat, to show their life, their work, their expertise, their families, because that is so helpful to other people. To, like us being working mums, we see other working mums and we go, do you know what? They're smashing it. I'm not doing anything different. I'm smashing it, even though I've been giving myself a hard time. That's helped. That's helpful. Someone else might be doing better and you think, do you know what? That's really good. I've got a goal. I want to, I aspire to be like someone.
It's good to see people who are further ahead of you. Especially if they've been in business longer, because you can be like, oh, well, I've only been self-employed I've only been a business owner for 3 years or whatever, and they've been doing it for 7. So, oh God, look where I could be in 4 years' time.
And what he thinks is chatting shit on a podcast, someone will listen to something that we talk about and it will resonate with them and it might help them.
Yeah.
One person might be sitting there, like it might be one of the days I've talked about my classes, with a brand new baby, absolutely terrified to go to classes. They randomly hear one of our clips and it makes them brave enough to go.
Yeah.
That one person, because there's so many different ways where any Tom, Dick or Harry can go and put themselves out there. So we get to see and we get to know and we get to hear. And it helps.
And it's more relatable if you are just any Tom, Dick or Harry, because I can't relate to like professional athletes or celebrities.
Yeah.
Their experience is completely different.
Yeah, a celebrity workout or diet. Okay, fair enough. They're in between jobs, so they've got 6 months where they'll be able to do it. Or
they're not working, they've got a nanny, they've got a personal chef.
Maybe. They're training for a particular part that they're playing. So part of that is they'll have a PT on hand that they maybe don't have to pay for or something. I know it's not like that for everyone. We're talking quite high up.
Yeah, this is quite high up.
I'm going a little bit extreme.
Like, yeah, we're in like J-Lo vibes.
Part of the life and the vibe, so we can't sit there and go, I can't transfer that into my life and create that. So as much as I like listening, watching, whatever, it's not. But if you get your average person and we can say, do you know
I think we're above average people, Francesca.
Sometimes we forget where we put our car. Sometimes we have real value to offer because we are just...
All the time we have real value.
Women.
Because I also think, like, even if people aren't taking or getting, like, useful advice from us, I know for a fact that we're giving people smiles and a giggle.
Yeah.
And that's invaluable, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. We are commute companions.
I just think, like, trolling... I don't know. I think there's a special place in hell for internet trolls. I really do.
I always think...
I wonder, would you actually say that to someone's face? Because I think they're cowards. Because I, like, especially, like, growing up, oh God, I'm bearing my soul now. Like, my mum used to call me a Yorkshire Terrier. I was quite like, not picking fights, but I'd like love an argument, love a debate. Especially like with a boy. I don't know why. I'm like,
asserting your power.
Yeah, I think so. Like, genuinely think so. And I would love to like basically get in a verbal scrap with somebody, which is ridiculous. But I'm talking like when I was like a young teenager. Okay. And I would say stuff, probably not very nice things, but I would say it and I would own it. But I don't think these internet trolls would say it to people. I think they're just cowards. Like, would you, if you saw me in Asda, would you say that to me? No, you fucking wouldn't, because I'd punch you in the face.
Oh, yeah, I saw one of your clips. God, they let anyone do it, don't they?
Like, fuck, they let anyone in Asda now, don't they?
But I think that's. I mean,
it's just weird though. I just can't
imagine. But the real hate that I see sometimes, or
some people are horrible.
Will do a video to respond to.
Yeah,
hate. I mean,
it was quite a tame. That was a very tame troll. It was
very small boy, but there's some real hate out there against people's children, against how they look, and against how they're making a living, and you're like, what? I make a point of, if I see a video, I'll go, love that outfit, or
like super positive, spread some joy.
That really made me smile, or anything.
Thank you for sharing that experience. Yeah.
Oh, this video made me cry the other day, and it was a mum and a teenage boy, and he was wanting to tell her something and he couldn't say it, and he said he wanted her to say it, and she was like, I know. And she said, I was like, is it to do with girls and boys? And he was like, nodding like this. She just went, are you gay? And he was like, I'm so sorry. And then I was crying, really, and she was hugging him, and I was like, oh my God.
That's really sad that he apologised.
But the love on the post.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
I know, I was.
That's honestly, really upsetting that he apologised for being gay.
That's what.
If Elodie apologised to me for being gay, I would be so mad at myself that she felt like she had to apologise for that.
Well, this mum, I mean, you could. I think. I don't know.
Kind of hope she is going to be a lesbian the way that boys are. Fuck me. Sorry, the little Andrew Tates in the world. Please be a lesbian.
I just loved it, and I just thought, you sweet, sweet boy, and what a wonderful mum. Because you're just like, we don't care. We've known for years.
Also, yeah, this is the thing. Like, oh yeah, we knew when you were 3. God, finally, you finally realised. Thank God. Good, we can all talk about it now.
My friend's son did
oh my
that.
God,
Was like,
I know so many people.
And she's like, but she
knows.
How does she know? It's like, well, we all have.
We all know, babe.
Anyway, but this
I know
video,
so many people this has happened to, and like, yeah, the son is so shocked that the parents are fine, and the parents are like, we literally know you better than you know yourself. Like,
it's so cute, isn't it?
Thank you for finally realising and being happy.
I know. I know that's like taking a turn off what we were talking about, but the love that was on the post.
That's good.
There'll have been the odd tosser on
there. Of course there will.
They can just get rid of that. But I just love, and being able to see that it's so important that those videos get put on. They were so brave, because as a teenager will see that and think, I can do that too. My mum, yeah, absolutely. Have you seen those where somebody might be getting married and their parents aren't coming because they don't believe in the direction that their life's taken, and then there's somebody, like, there's a whole group of people who will be your stand-in mum, dad, brother, auntie, whatever, and there's strangers go to strangers' weddings because their parents won't go. There's a man who has been to...
I'd do that. I love a good wedding.
Someone's wedding
I'll be your sister.
Dad. Yeah, because their dad wouldn't go. Because I can't remember. I've seen that many. I've seen both. There was a lady that went to be someone's mum.
As a parent, like, since becoming a parent, it's something you never really think about, I think, before you become a parent.
Yeah, not really.
Being able to disown your child. It blows my mind. Yeah. I can't imagine not loving Elodie with like every ounce of my being. Like,
and supporting her and
like whatever she
and...
wanted to do. I was like, as long as she wasn't going to be like a serial killer or something. Like,
yeah,
like there's a line. As long as she didn't want to have like
have words if she...
yeah, as long as she didn't want to have a rodent farm, then. I'm like, are you sure you don't want to come out the closet instead? Please don't have a
give out the rats, please.
Anything, please be anything apart from a rat farmer. No,
I don't think they exist. Rats have no problem.
No, they don't have any problem. They don't farm. Do you know what I mean? They're like, it's just, it's just really weird to me.
There is no way that I couldn't support anything if they wanted to explore life in another country. I'd be gutted, but I'd be like, well, we'll just fly out every few months. I would work to pay for those flights and go and explore that country and do all those things.
I'd love it if Ellie lived abroad because then I get to go and visit her.
I know when Daisy said she wanted to go to Spain to teach English, I was like, brilliant, just make sure you get a 2-bedroom so we can come too.
Make sure there's a sofa bed, thank you.
Yeah. Or it was that they were gay or anything.
Literally, I can't. Yeah.
Anything. Daisy said she's not getting grandchildren out. I'm not getting grandchildren out of her, just rabbits. And I was like, obviously we're joking. She's 14. She might change her mind, but
yeah, I'm really glad you don't want kids at 14, Daisy.
A baby for me to have grandchildren. My God, if she's happy, then
that's all you want, isn't
have
it?
achieved as a parent because she's happy and herself. All of them are.
And I think that is what it boils down to. These internet trolls are not happy in themselves and probably have never had any support or love. Because to be that unkind to random people on the internet, you've got to be in a very bitter and low place, haven't you, really? Yeah,
I mean, what he said to us was just stupid.
That was probably more of just a misogynistic comment, like, oh, these random women doing a podcast. Who do they think they are?
Yeah, exactly. But what if he then makes a comment to somebody about the way that they look and that person doesn't eat for the rest of the week?
Yeah, I'm sure that he does.
Oh my God. Or what if it's... I don't know. But
the internet is scary.
The internet is very scary, but also
there's
feel
lots of
lucky that we've
things.
got access to everything that we can have and the support, and we can watch and listen to things that relate to us. So all my mums are having babies, your fitness, everything that we can relate to, we can see other people, normal people, living it and achieving.
Yeah, and what I've done recently is unfollowed like loads of like basically news accounts because like Israel Palestine, like I cannot. I obviously know that everything in Gaza is still absolutely horrendous, but I just can't see any more pictures of it because it just breaks my heart. And like there literally is nothing we can do to help them, and all I was doing was just seeing all the articles, and then I would go deep into the comment sections and then see like pro-Israel or like, I don't know, pro-genocide comments, and I can't cope with knowing that there's that many like horrible people in the world. And so I just unfollowed loads of news kind of accounts because I was like, my mental health can't take this. And I think that like you've got to remember when you're on social media that you choose what you see most of the time, like apart from like odd ads and stuff, like but you can tailor your feed. Like if you want it to be filled with kittens and puppies, you can fill it with kittens and puppies.
Once you've watched enough videos and clicked like on enough posts, it will feed you
exactly And I was just getting fed misery and it was horrible. And obviously we need to be aware of what's going on, but not at the detriment to your own mental health. And like going deep into comment sections and like seeing more hatred is not good for the soul. So I had a bit of a cleanse.
I quite like it when don't know if it makes me as bad as the trolls, but when people when people put on, so like say somebody that's posts a lot. They've maybe got quite a hefty following, and they've had a few nasties recently, and they might be doing a dance in the background or just sitting on the desk. They put the comment up, and then a picture of the person
I love that
made the comment.
Yeah, I love that.
And it'd be like, what they've called her fat or they've called her ugly, and then they show the picture.
Oh, what's her name? It was. Oh gosh, what's her name? She's a singer. Is she an actress? Really pretty girl. Oh, what's her name? Shit, maybe she does do both.
Well, obviously American. She's had hate then because people can't.
So she's basically turned into a woman, and they're comparing pictures of her when she was like Daisy's age to when she's in her 20s, saying she's put on. She's got too big. She's too chunky. She's put on loads of weight. Like, okay, she's got boobs and a bum because she's gone through puberty.
Wow.
Her hips are filled out.
Wow.
It's so weird. Yeah, I've seen that one like a lot, and it's
But then
someone's gonna be listening to this, shouting her name at me, and I can literally see her in my mind. I can see her in my mind. She's got dark hair,
and then they show the picture.
And they show, and it's like,
and we would never give hate to that person normally, but for them to actually
what's terrifying is
that
some of them have got pictures of their daughters in the picture with them, and you're like, oh great, cool, lucky her. Who needs enemies with a dad like you? God. Yeah, the audacity, Christ. Actually, do you follow Ashley Louise James on Instagram? She's like massive.
I might do. I just might not be aware of that's who I'm following because
maybe she's on this morning every Wednesday.
I just woo.
She's on this morning every Wednesday, and she's like massive, like feminist and like just an all around like good egg kind of person, and she calls out a lot of crap.
Brilliant.
And she did a post this week or last week, excuse me, and it was videos, similar thing. Like it was these, I won't say men, but young men saying 3 things that you women do that give me the ick, or 3 things that you do that is a massive turn off. And I commented on it saying,
and it'll be stuff like
the fucking irony that these videos are literally the definition of ick. Like, you are an ick posting that. Like, this is ick. Like, it is so gross. And she calls it out, and like she did a whole video on that, and that was really good.
I've seen,
but it's just like, can you even like hate my mum? It's like get a flashback to growing up with my mum. Can you even hear yourself? Like if I was like kicking off about something. You just want to say to him, don't you? Like, can you even hear? Can you even like? God. Oh God. Oh, this podcast's taking a right neggy turn on it. I'm getting really riled up about the whole world. Oh dear me. Should we think of a light-hearted
finish?
Maybe Francesca can do some accents to cheer us on. Have you practicing your Belgian accent?
No, I do. Well, we had a look. There's a few different languages that are spoken. Yeah,
you're going to go for French.
I can't even manage that.
You can't do French.
I try, but I'm not doing it. I can speak English pretending that.
What does the kids do? Or the younger ones don't do languages really? Does Daisy do?
Daisy does Spanish. In Minnie's class, they have been doing some Spanish. She says she doesn't like it, but it's because the teacher just does it in a boring way, I think.
Oh God, how can you be a primary school teacher and be boring? Like, come on.
I don't think she has a main teacher for it, which won't help as well.
Oh, okay.
But I've always loved doing that as languages. Yeah, but accents is good fun.
You're just going to walk around doing a Belgian accent.
No, I'm not. Not in Belgium.
No.
What shall I do? What shall I finish with? What shall I turn into before we
finish?
I could just like make up a whole different character, couldn't I? And be that character.
If you were a drag queen, what would your name be?
Where did that come
I don't know.
from?
You say like turn into someone. What would you wear if you were a drag queen?
What would I wear?
What colour hair would you have? Who would you be?
I would definitely be blonde. I'd probably I'd just be like Dolly Parton. I know she's a woman.
Yeah, drag queens are women.
But no, but I mean like she's She's just very big and flamboyant.
Yeah, she's a flamboyant woman.
I'd like some sequins and something short, and I'd finally be able to do something with these because she's got massive
they would come in very handy.
I did grow my own, but then and I'd be able to get a corset on to suck everything else in.
Oh yeah, I'd definitely have to get some like chicken fillets if I was going to be a drag queen. You can't be a flat-chested drag queen, can you?
No.
We're going to a gay music festival.
Cool.
In 2 weeks. Yeah, a week on Saturday, called Mighty Hoopla. Actually, there was talk of it being cancelled because of there was a whole drama over the weekend because they don't have like this specific permission for the festivals. The park itself, the park in London that it's in, Brockwell Park.
There's a council just trying to get money out of
them. Well, I think one resident complained, and even though it's been going on for like years.
Oh no, there'll be loud music and people in
having
London,
fun
in the big city. Oh no, move out to the country, arsehole.
Exactly. Anyway, it's fine. It's going.
Is it going to hurt? All right, fine.
So Liam can wear his rainbow string vest that I ordered off Vintage.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, so me and Liam are going down. I'm going with my friend Philly and some of her friends. And Philly did say maybe Liam needs to get a badge that says ally so that he doesn't get accosted.
Actually, no, because that would be a really cool content story.
Yeah, I'm excited. He's definitely going to get hit on. It's going to be funny.
So might you?
Probably not. Didn't get hit on we went last year as well.
Didn't last time.
It's just lovely though because it's like it just feels like really safe and friendly because like everyone's just there just
I know
for the fun and the giggles, like being in a gay club but like an entire park festival, and it's gonna be so much fun.
I know it's so much nicer going to gay bars because you don't have someone slide past you and the hands slip around your waist, or you don't get someone like standing,
or just like touching the small of your back at the bar for no reason.
Or even being so drunk they just come over and they're like, oh god, the trauma, the stories, that's
a whole that's an actual
podcast where I can just list all the shit.
Yeah, we should do. Maybe we thought about that next week. After I come back from the festival, we can discuss how little interaction anybody had with me compared to going on to like going to non-gay bars. I guess I don't know what to call it. Isn't it weird though? What would you call a non-gay bar? I don't like to differentiate.
Dangerous. That's what I call them. Yeah. Dangerous.
Compared to going to a dangerous bar full of sexual assaults.
Yeah, full of predators.
A predatory bar. Yeah.
Much better.
It is nice to go into a gay bar.
You're just another human being.
I definitely can feel like I can relax more.
Yeah,
apart from Liam does get hit on more, which I just find amusing.
Such a compliment, though. That's lovely.
I find it funny. I remember once he was he got actually quite upset because a guy was persistently hitting on him.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, come on.
Yeah, literally. And he was like, my girlfriend. I'm not saying his then girlfriend, me. I was then his girlfriend, not wife. Yeah. But he was like, no, I'm here with my girlfriend, leave me alone, and would not leave him alone.
That should have been enough because he's got the wrong bits for him.
He was literally pushing him. He was at first he was chatting to him at the bar, Liam was just being friendly, and then he was started touching him, and he was like, no thank you, and grabbing his ass and was telling him he has such a great ass, which he does, but Liam was this is getting it was getting no, this is too much. And then we were with a load of gay friends from when he used to coach at the all-inclusive rugby club in North Leeds, and some of them noticed and had to be
okay,
and they intervened and were like, oh my god, leave him alone.
Yeah.
And then Liam was really upset. I remember him saying what had happened, and I was like,
welcome to go.
I was like, I do sympathise, genuinely, and I empathise massively. That's horrible that happened to you. This is a normal night out for a female, which is awful, and it doesn't I was like, I'm not detracting from how bad your experience was,
But if that man was to get nasty, Liam could have handled himself.
He could have. He was
would
like
have
bigger than
ended up
him. Yeah,
either
like what do you
hit or
do?
pushed, or they get mad, or even
Get
if they
mad
just
at you.
shout something nasty.
Like
it's not
they get
very
mad.
nice.
What do you mean? Why wouldn't you want my attention? Because you give me the ick. Fuck off. They just, oh God, imagine having the ego of a man. Fucking hell.
Anyone thinks Alice is on one today?
I am on
In a
one
good
today.
way.
I don't know why. I don't know where this anger's come from. Sorry, everybody. I don't know where it's all come from.
I'll be in
The troll sent me off at the weekend.
Well, I mean, seriously, could do better.
Yeah, work on your trolling. That's what your trolling came out.
Yeah.
Oh God, funny though. Oh, I'd love to know if you've been trolled. If you're listening, has anyone been trolled?
Yeah, we've got a whole list
Probably
of things
not.
that we want to know.
God, we need so much information out of our listeners this week. Oh gosh,
still haven't done an accent.
No.
50 minutes.
Do you Dolly Parton accent?
Oh, I don't think I can. She did the CBeebies bedtime story.
Did
and she was reading
That's
this
so
book,
random.
and the hen was like, I can't
Hen?
even remember. Yeah, hen, something like that.
Oh, that was
yeah,
a bit Australian.
It was actually when went a bit New Zealandy then.
Hen.
I can't remember.
Hen?
It was really
Hen?
funny.
Hen?
Yeah, it was good. One of my party tricks is singing Blue Smoke, but like obviously I can't sing. Like that's not happening. But like I can do it. Like
Go on.
lip syncing and the faces.
Oh,
and stuff.
okay, nice. So that
will
would
have
be
to
your...
grab a wine, not grab a coffee for me to do Blue Smoke.
So when you're doing when you are Dolly and is your drag act, that'll be your act doing.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Blue Smoke. Nice.
I think the Welsh accent's easier for me to do because I hear it more like it's on telly more. I've done it a lot. I don't know. I just like doing it.
Go on, so
finish it all off in
Welsh.
Finish
it all off in Welsh.
But now it's really forced. It has to just come out.
You look so scared. Okay, we'll say bye and then
like you doing your sketches and your school play.
Yeah. My Italiano comedy sketch that I didn't know was not a drawing activity.
That's so cute. That's so funny.
Oh God. Actually, my sister messaged me after that episode. She was like, oh my God, remember that? She was like, I remember Mum taking me to watch you. She must have only been about 5.
Oh,
6 at a push. That's funny, isn't it? She remembers having to go and watch me on stage as an Italian person. Anyway, I really do love your nails.
Thanks.
Sarah's done a good job. She's done a good job. Right. Should we say adios? Are you showing your nails? It's not focusing.
No.
A bit closer. Down a bit. Won't focus in on them, will it?
No, it won't.
The Grecian. Yeah. She's a Greek goddess.
Haha. Yeah, once upon a time.
Okay. Thank you for listening. Bye.